Hi everyone, I'm Inane Babbler, and welcome back to another episode of RimWorld. We lost Scott last episode. Our 9-year-old child was abducted. To find out how that went down, click the link above to watch that episode, then come back here. For now, let's play. Blood all over the place from Zyph and Fluff. They're getting healed up. I think Fluff is okay. She probably tended to herself. She did. She has a Go Juice dependency. Looks like she injected some Go Juice 2.8 days ago, but I didn't think we had any Go Juice to be injected. She must have done it on her own. We're going to disallow the Go Juice. All right, well, I'm looking here. We actually don't have a lot of sandstone chunks in here and some others that we may need. Some slate. Somebody's going to need to haul those. Fluff is fully healed. We don't have any food. Who's got to be our cook? Zega. What's this bed for? No, we're just going to get rid of it. We're actually going to cancel that bed. All right, so once this wall's done, is our perimeter done? Kind of, because that door's there. But nope, we need that to be done. Sandstone door. Yeah, so just a couple more things to be done, and then we're good. I want Zega, you're a full-fledged member of the colony right now, so you're getting your own room and everything. You're going right there. Shark. That room was for Shark. Well, he's not staying. Scott was kidnapped. So we have 9 people, and we have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 bedrooms. Who doesn't have a bed right now? Oh, Andra. Andra, come on. You get your bed. Phil has a bed. You know, Phil should actually have that bed. It's closer to the crafting and he can't really walk very well. Andra can go over here. And then Rice is there. And then Shark. So Shark can be in this barracks right now because honestly, that's essentially alone. Galvin is still asleep. Well, not asleep. He's paralyzed. So let's take a look and see. 19 more days. We're going to keep going with him. All right. Mission for this episode is we're going to get a little caravan at some point. Run over to High, sell some stuff. Maybe a bunch of corn, a bunch of rice. And maybe even some cotton, depending on how we are with our stores, because we need to get to a point where we have enough components. I need to be able to build coolers and lights and that sort of thing. So that's a standing lamp right there. We got a bunch of steel close by. What does it take to build a lamp? Hey, we need to research something. We don't have anything going. Advanced lights, what's that? Floodlight, and high intensity light that's good for large outdoor spaces. I'm not going to deal with that right now. I don't want to spend time researching Go Juice, even though I know I probably should. I also did, I got Devil Strand. I forgot all about it. Noble Apparel. Royal apparel. Smithing. Smithing will get me to a point where I could then ultimately make things like armor and gunsmithing. I'm just not there yet. Carpet would really help them with beauty. And they'd really be happy about that. Takes a lot of cloth to make, which we will have plenty of that. A recurve bow. How about some cocoa? I think that then allows us to make chocolate, which increases their recreation. So I have quite a few things to think about here. Plate armor. What are we most vulnerable to? Well, we're most vulnerable right now to lack of food. Pemmican is great for traveling. Let's read about this really quickly. A preserved, mashed mixture of fat and plant food. Tastes bland but not offensive. It lasts a very long time without refrigeration. Great for traveling. It deteriorates at 2 per day. It starts with 60 hit points. So I think that means it'll last 30 days. We may need that for traveling at some point, but not right now. I think our smartest move right now, we have a choice. We either go with smithing to then get plate armor so that we're protected, or we jump right to medicine production. But that also means we need microelectronics. That's 4,500 research altogether, whereas smithing and plate armor would be 1,300. I'm going to go with smithing. Smithing it is for now. Okay. Standing lamp takes 30 watts of power. And 20 steel. Now, we really don't have a lot of wood. Let's we have some trees getting chopped. Yep, there's some wood laying out in the wilderness. Let's flag some more to be chopped, even though it's really kind of far away. This whole second half over here, the map. It's pretty far, but that's what we're going to do, because every one of these rooms, I need to build a little end table. We got to start getting these people civilized. So an end table, it adds 3 beauty. And it makes the room a little more comfortable. A marble end table gives it 5 beauty. 94 work to build. A wood one is, I'm sure, way easier. 12 work to build, but only 3 beauty. I think let's start investing in our people. Marble end tables. Okay. Standing lamps. Do we want to put lamps in the bedrooms? I mean, I think they do, right? Because that's how that's what they would want for sleep purposes. Change the light to dark light. Dark light and normal light. What's the difference there? Huh. I don't know the difference there. Okay, but certainly our great room needs to be changed. We have this over there. The hospital is going to need some light. Let's get some light in this room. I may do an exhaust over here when it comes to for air conditioning for the hospital. We were going to figure that out sometime, but I'm not going to do it now. This refrigerator. I'll also put a standing lamp in the fridge. In this room, I mean, there's one that I could put right in the center. That would take care of it all. But that doesn't look very good. We'll put one here in the great room. And then I'm not sure if I should put one right in the middle of each hallway. Might make them walk faster or something. At like the different intersections. Let's see. I'll see what happens when I put one there. Okay, that's pretty good. And I suppose I'll put one in Fluff's bedroom and just see how it turns out. Okay, well, with all that, let's make some power conduits. Switches power on and off. What is that? So that must just be like kind of a circuit. Phil is... What's he up to? He's cloud watching. Now, why is he not wearing a duster? I'm sure I have dusters here because I told him to make dusters. So here's a duster. It's unfinished. He's going to finish that duster. Good. All right, they're finally putting marble in here. Extremely spacious and the wealth is rich. Inspired recruitment. Thanks to high mood, Zega has experienced an inspiration. She will successfully recruit the next prisoner regardless of difficulty or resistance as long as they are not unwaveringly loyal. The inspiration will end after 8 days or when the prisoner is recruited. So if somebody joins us and we get a prisoner, Zega will be able to recruit them. Great. Phil, finish this duster and then you can wear it. Insulting spree. Zyph is on an insulting spree. He will wander around randomly insulting others. He got mad because we lost Scott. Or Scott got kidnapped. We didn't lose Scott. Alright, Rice is fighting Zyph because Zyph just said something really rude to her, I bet. Zyph called Rice a crocodile. After he insulted her fashion knowledge. And then Rice bashed Zyph in the left arm, leaving a horrific wound. Zyph missed Rice. Zyph, using his right fist clumsily, viciously smashed Rice in the nose. And now she's going to look through a telescope with a bloody nose. Her nose is cracked. Zega is actually tending to Zyph and Rice. This duster is just about done. Let's see if he puts it on. He should. Now, why didn't he put it on? I'm wondering. Can I force him? I'm going to force him to wear it. Okay, I forced him to wear it. They're very upset that Scott got kidnapped. We need people to haul. This is all marble. Maybe we can make more things out of marble someday. I have granite as the hallways. Granite tile gives 1 beauty. Marble tile does the same. Putting some straw down. It's kind of far from the base. So if we make kind of a flagstone, does that increase their speed that they walk on at? It must, because like sand slows them down. 76% walk speed. Soil's 87% walk speed. So I could kind of make like walkways through the different areas. Power conduits. We'll go up like that, and maybe go across like that. I'll do marble for the hallways. Space is already occupied. All right, let's clean it up. That hallway. Oh, I don't want to cancel that. Gotta make sure I'm not canceling things I don't want to cancel. I think I already did over there. Yep. Yeah, I'll do slate for the rooms, but for like the walkways, I'll do marble. And underneath the doors will be marble. Okay, marble. Okay, we'll see how that does for now. And I did that because I have a whole bunch of marble chunks right here, so each chunk will become 20 stone blocks. I need 4 per. So what did I just do? Something like 100-ish. One block will take care of 5. So I need 20 blocks, so yeah, we have plenty right here. This research speed is still just 70%. Let's get this light. Let's prioritize this light. Martin is visiting a grave. Okay, that light is finally on after weeks and weeks. Okay. Andra is just cleaning, cleaning, cleaning. The more blocks that I get, the less cleaning she'll have to do. There's some light there. Oh, Fluff got food poisoning. I was going to put a tool cabinet there, but it was going to cost 200 steel, and that's a lot of steel right now. Even though somebody's down here, probably. Well, nobody anymore. When Galvin wakes up, that's what he's going to be doing, just mining crazy. Because he has a passion for it. Looking much better. One other thing I need to pay attention to is I think they all have a favorite color. So Martin's favorite color, having more than 60% of his apparel in this color or the color of his ideologian, will make him slightly happier. I don't have a styling station to be able to do that just yet. Just moving this table. Whenever somebody gets around to it. Kind of running out of storage over here. Why wouldn't they combine these two? Not sure. We almost need like an armory for weapons. We're gonna clear everything and just say weapons can go in here. And in this room, we'll disallow weapons. There we go. So this will become the armory. Let's take a look at auto doors, because that's kind of hurting us. What do you need? You need 2 components to make auto doors. So they won't slow down at all when walking through them. But it takes a lot of components. Why is Fluff walking so slow? Just food poisoning. Yeah, so down here is going to be our armory with just weapons. And up here will be everything else. We may make a room for just armor, but this is just weapons for now. Armor and clothing can go in a different room. I also need to get to a point where I'm burning things that are really bad. So like this is a 19% cloth pants. I don't need that anymore. That's 16%. I got to figure out how to get rid of that stuff because I really don't need it. It's just taking up space. But for now, it's okay. We're fine on space. I'm not sure why he's making slate instead of marble. Oh, marble's all the way down here. We're going to move marble up. Reprioritize that. There's the iguana. Is he bonded to anybody yet? No. I don't think anybody's had time to work with him. I think Martin hasn't had a chance. I mean, we're still low on food. Yeah, Martin's got to get back to being a cook. Zega just cannot keep up with it. He's doing a good job laying these bricks, I'll tell you that. 15 construction. You've detected a hunting worksite nearby controlled by the Red Shrew Tribe. What is that? They have plain leather and they have pemmican. I'm not gonna get my people hurt. Then again, I could possibly encounter people that are good and I could capture them. Did not think about that. I don't want to risk anybody just yet. I want to get them secure in this area, healed up, sorted away, and then move on from there. Shuttle arrived. The shuttle has arrived to collect Shark. That's right. Alright, Shark. See ya. You didn't contribute anything. We got a plus 15 stance relations change with the Carmro Pact. Once you get to 75, they'll become an ally. I'm tempted to go for the geothermal because that's a nice source of power. Steady, you don't need to worry about it. But we'll leave that alone for now. What was that, Martin? Martin laughed at Zega's recreational preferences. Okay. All right, he's finishing up these bedrooms, finally. Rice is researching, 51% done with smithing. You have somebody dedicated, it's great. I have Fluff moving a bookcase into here, finally. Into the research room. And now Fluff is rearranging the furniture a little bit. Okay. Yeah, we got to get to a point where we just have more food. Zega can't keep up with it. I know I keep saying that. Zyph needs to be our constructor. Martin is doing plant cutting. He's gotta cook though. I mean, this is a full-time job though, tending all these fields. Maybe we could drop the amount that we need. I think I put simple meal. 70. We don't need 70 anymore. We'll say 40. I think we're sealed in, except for that room right there. So there's a rector role. The Solidarity Cooperative. A moral guide. Okay. A moral and spiritual leader who heads rituals and personally counsels believers. This role becomes active When your faction has 3 archotechnists. Becomes inactive when your faction has only 1. Okay. Requirements. Required apparel, hood and cape. Who should be our moral guide, our rector? I'd say Martin. I think Martin needs to be. About a little altar. I don't want to put it in the great room. Maybe I should, just for now. I wanted to build this shrine real quick. He cooks so fast. That's great. I'm gonna keep him going. We need the food. Okay, build that. Wow, it's gonna take you a long time. Wow, it takes a lot of work to do. It's gonna take him too long. No, I'm aborting that. I don't need all that. We're gonna make a ritual spot. It's gonna be in this the corner of this room. Or you know what? We'll do it right in the center. We're gonna deconstruct it. We're gonna start a role change. So I have too many different ideologians going on here. Let's think about that super quick. Martin. Solidarity, cooperative. Male supremacy, loyalists, collectivists. I thought I liked fieldsism. We stand for our own before others. Humans are the moral center of the universe. And human progress means merging with technology. The Wavian Creed people, they say raising animals is the right way, raising plants to eat is not. They're ritualists. The precepts they have, ranching is central. We must raise and consume many large animals, and we must not eat plants. That's going to be hard to keep going. Pain is virtue. Free path, individualist. Each person is a free individual with the right to their own ideas and decisions. Nobody should be made to conform. I mean, that one's probably the best. No rules for female clothing, no rules for male clothing. So, who in this colony is part of the free path? Because somebody is. Rice is. Okay, so Rice, how do we make you more powerful? How do we convince? I mean, it seems oxymoronic for somebody who's an individualist to want to convince others that you have the right ideology. Is there anything else that I like here? Not really. Nothing else that I think would work well for us. So, free path. Architects are the true gods. They know the moral structure of the universe, and serving them is how we will connect with it. An ideologian structure determines the kind of entities and forces it sees as important to the moral structure of the universe. They like rustic things, rustic rugs. They are archists. Ritual room, shrine. Okay. There's quite a few good things that I think are good here. And we have 2 roles that we can actually do right now. A leader who holds the group together and represents your faction in diplomatic interaction. So be a leader and a moral guide. What should Rice be? I don't know if she's a leader. Let's see. How is she liked by everybody? Her brother was Wilson. I did not know that. He's the one that's dead. He's the closest one to the tree. Her uncle is Moyer. Phil is her friend. Her rival is Zyph. Oh, they did fight that time. I mean, Zyph's kind of... I guess he was kind of a jerk. Alright, Rice. You know, your problem is that your social is not very high. So you're going to have a really hard time convincing anybody. So you're actually going to need to be the moral guide. We're going to say you're the moral guide. Because leader would be a bad idea. Okay, let's see. Where is the one for archists? The Fiesta of Archism. All right, let's fix this room and have a little fun. Andra tried to convert Phil to her ideologian. Phil's certainty has fallen from 100 to 97. He resents the conversion attempt. Yeah, so we need to get to a point where we're all kind of the same. Even though we're trying to be individuals, we're still the same. Sandstone. So I'm going to move sandstone down to 200. I only need 200 around because, again, we're kind of okay. All right, so 200 there. 100 there. Good. So the very next one they should make is hopefully marble. Yeah, marble should be next. All right, well, we got smithing done. We have an armory now. Everybody has a room. We're sealed in except for right here. Let me fix that right now. And then our base will be sealed in. That's it. Our base is sealed in. With the exception of right here, but it's sealed in because of this door. So we are good. We have a sealed base, and now we need to start working on some coolers and having a good temperature in this area, making sure everything has a roof. Okay. We're going to go for a caravan. On a caravan to get some components and just start building. We have plenty of food right now. Zyph is going off doing whatever. But for now, that's it for this episode. Join me next time when we finish all of our marble floors, go off on a caravan, and start the process of converting everyone over to the free path, so that we don't have all these conflicting fights and ideological, that's the right word, differences within our own area. And then anybody new who joins will be able to convert them over, hopefully, as well. So join me then, and until then, I'll see ya.